hear these contentious cats primed for battle.
He's releasing a line of merchandise saying, I'm cashing in on hoism. He's won as many Oscars as Leo, too.
What the hell, Campbells? Andy Warhol didn't die for this.
Because for these women, their butts really are their moneymakers.
Will be a memorable movie for years to come.
I had to let that one go a little longer just to wail on her for a little bit.
Have you ever heard of that city? I haven't.
Welcome back to Ames Tonight. I'm Annie Harmon and I like cake.
And I'm Laurel, gone for a while Feakes.
Tonight, Feakes and I are going to let the levees break and enjoy some calm small talk.
Yeah, Annie. What great weather we're having here, huh?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, Laurel. In America news, there's a giant skull-shaped whirling mass of weather bombarding the South, and Americans should be scared. In world news, Hurricane Matthew has already pummeled through Haiti and is gaining power faster than America's presidential candidates.
Matthew is set to hit the Florida Keys as a Category 4 hurricane. For those of you watching from the Midwest, so basically everyone watching, hurricanes matter as much as earthquakes. We disregard those sorry coast livers that cry at some weather. Anyone remember what the school's mascot is? Oh yeah, a cyclone. Fitting.
This hurricane is also expected to hit Florida twice. It's going to spin right round, baby, and come right back at Florida. If Florida got his house destroyed by this hurricane, he would say, my house.
This right round hurricane is expected to loop back around in a phenomena called the Fujiwara effect. It does sound like half sushi roll and half airplane flight trick. Look, he's doing the Fujiwara.
Am I the only one who feels like government official evacuation just seems like a challenge? Yeah, sure, the governor, Rick Scott, warned all 1.5 million coastal residents that the storm would kill people. But I don't know, it feels like a challenge. It's only weather, right?
The current hurricane tracker on my phone says the storm is whirling around with gusts at 140 miles per hour. That's like really fast. See how much I know about weather? I'm basically a meteorologist.
Hurricane Matthew is also being followed by a category hurricane named Nicole. Nicole is following closely, but will likely not make as much of an impact as Matthew. That strangely sounds like the plot for some brother versus sister drama on ABC Family. Nicole could just never live up to the expectations left by her honor student brother, Matthew.
And that's all the time we have for weather that won't be affecting us in Iowa at all.
Stay tuned for your nightly news. You are watching Ames Tonight.
When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. He said,
Tune into the Midweek Roundup with me, your host, Michael Morrell.
I'm Jacob Lee.
We are going to talk about all sorts of things like baseball, or even debate the fact that the Vikings are going to finish third in the NFC North this year.
They're going to win the North again this year.
Tim Weeman, host of the Sound of the Storm.
Connor Ferguson.
Hunter Smith.
Talk about all college sports and NFL, MLB, and our Storm is definitely brewing.
I'm Blake Akery, and I'm the host of Sports View.
And I'm TJ Reed.
We talk college basketball and NBA.
And all things Iowa State.
Tim Weeman.
Patrick Stanek.
Hank Zimmerman.
Tune into the weekend pregame as we warm up the sports weekend ahead, including many segments with Pick'ems and Tim's Trivia.
I'm Taylor Menkel.
I'm Mary Rominger.
I'm Andre Safar.
And I'm Joey Mullins.
And we talk a lot of different sports here, including
NHL and cyclone hockey,
world football, American football,
basketball, and many other segments. Make sure to step into the Clone Zone.
I'm Michael Mainzer.
I'm Mary Rominger.
I'm Dylan Ryan.
And I'm Zach Williamson.
And this is Cyclone Talk. Listen in for live interviews and analysis from these guys.
Welcome back to Ames Tonight. I'm Jamie Steyer, and we're back and better than ever.
And I'm Jim Heinrichs. Thanks for sticking with our cool and fun show.
It's been a wild few weeks for the fans of the Harry Potter series as we learned that the Privet Drive home from the original movie was being put on the market and that Harambe is not indeed a Patronus. Now those movie withdrawals have been no doubt bubbling up can be alleviated, as Warner Brothers has announced that all 8 films will be returning to theaters and IMAX for a week, starting on October 13th to celebrate the upcoming premiere of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. With the weather getting cooler, school in full swing, and many classes going through midterms, I think I know where I'll be. In the theater, making no noise, and pretending I don't exist.
A man known as the paddling pool slasher has been caught by police in Germany after a 7-year crime spree. The man admitted to having damaged 20 to 30 inflatable pools with a knife. Apparently, these aggressive acts were spontaneous and he did not plan any of it. Police have not ruled out the suspect may just have a strange fetish for this kind of thing. Hopefully, the trial goes swimmingly.
Hugh Jackman has revealed the title of his 3rd and final movie as X-Men's Wolverine yesterday. The poster for the film, titled Logan, reveals the movie will be out March 3rd and shows Wolverine holding a child's hand. I'm not sure what's more unrealistic, that someone let Wolverine near a child, that said child wasn't instantly terrified of him, or that upon seeing his claws, the kid didn't immediately try to grab them, yelling, "Oh, shiny!"
An unexpected winner has been named for the vice presidential debate this past Tuesday: Tim Kaine's eyebrows. Hillary Clinton's running mate stole the show with his awe-inspiring left eyebrow. It always seemed like his eyebrow was in motion, representing the true highs and lows of the debate. These facial features attracted so much attention that fans have created a Twitter account called Tim Kaine's Eyebrow. One of his other qualities that stuck in his audience's mind was his use of dad jokes. Kaine made sure to throw in several groan-worthy punchlines to get his messages across. These 2 traits are apparent to Tim Kaine, and he is able to laugh them off very well. I can only imagine that if he were asked what he does when he gets on the internet, he would combine these qualities and answer, eyebrows.
Relatable. Day 5 of the League of Legends World Championship started today, to great excitement from the gaming community and general indifference from the rest of the population. Pro gaming has been on the rise, with some major names in pro athletics buying stakes in teams, including former NBA players Rick Fox and Shaquille O'Neal. Fans of major sports are often quick to dismiss pro gaming's future. After all, the worst injuries gamers usually face are a sprained pointer finger. I mean, really, if you aren't risking permanent brain damage and irreversible harm to your health, you clearly can't be an athlete.
Students at Drake University in Des Moines succeeded in their mission to get the iconic rapper Drake to visit their school. Unfortunately, only one student was able to meet with him. After a performance at Wells Fargo Arena Tuesday night, the artist responded to the movement #BringDrakeToDrake. He made a stop at the Drake University campus at 2:30 a.m. on Wednesday morning to find that everybody was already asleep. Wait, really? College students that sleep at responsible hours? Those exist? Anyway, apparently Drake rang the doorbells of 2 sorority houses hoping to surprise some fans, but to no avail. Student Ben Scott spotted him across the street and had a small conversation with the star. After the unsuccessful visit, Drake took a picture on top of the Drake University sign showing many students what they had missed the night before. They missed the opportunity to get just one dance with Drake.
Classic children's toy Teddy Ruxpin is returning in a new and improved state next year. The bear, which was wildly popular in the 80s, used to include a tape player allowing it to read stories to children. Now he's got internal memory to recite classic children's tales, personal messages, and demonic rituals, as well as light up eyes with a range of expressions, including hearts, snowflakes, and if it follows in the steps of the terrifying remastered Furby, the Fires of Hell. Some of you at home may be confused by these accusations of the sweet, harmless Furby. Let me tell you the origin of the Furby. Toy maker wants fame and fortune, right? So he makes a deal with the devil, says, hey, I really don't care what you do, just, get me that cash. So the devil says, here, I'm gonna make an adorable little toy, talks to people, makes friends, and also steals a child's soul. So basically, if you had a Furby, you no longer have a soul. And you can no longer make deals with the devil as a result. Unfortunate. But yeah, I fear Teddy Ruxpin's creator may have made the same deal.
I had a Furby. Earlier this week, another internet dispute erupted when a woman posted a photo of her new Kate Spade purse on Twitter. People started telling her that the bag was white, but in reality, it was a blue purse. This is similar to the dress controversy, which took the internet by storm a while back. And by the way, that dress was black and blue. I don't care what you say. You're wrong if you say otherwise. To the woman who posted the picture, all I have to say is, why? Why would you do this to us again? Are you trying to start a war? Are you trying to drive us all insane? Are you trying to break our friendships? Because that's messed up. I will not stand for this any longer. I will not let you destroy the world as we know it. But all in all, that's a really cute purse. You go, girl.
Drugs, sex, rock and roll, and hair plugs? Fox broadcaster Joe Buck suffered from a throat virus that caused him to lose his voice in 2011. Or maybe not. Buck says he actually suffered complications from his 8th hair plug procedure, causing his vocal cords to end up paralyzed. It seems his body decided that anyone who goes through that many hair procedures needs to take some time off from the camera to think long and hard about their actions.
This week, the U.S. has seen a dramatic increase in clowning around. Thousands of reports have come in about creepy clowns appearing throughout the nation. While many of these reports are just hoaxes, some of them are serious. Numerous clowns have been acting reckless and have even been attacking people. Stay safe out there, and remember, the best way to protect yourself from a clown is to go straight for the jugular.
Luckily for you guys, that's all we have for your nightly news.
Stay tuned for Matt Banwart with Dude with a Camera next.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him opening his own clothing store at the age of 18? 1 in 138,000. Excited to be a part of pop culture, he packed for the big city. The odds of finding someone to invest in his vision? 1 in 4.5 million. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 68. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Early diagnosis can make a lifetime of difference.
Verde, 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 es tu hogar, es tu ambiente. La prueba de ratón, la salud la protege. Hazlo verde, verde, verde.
El vivir verde es asegurarse que el aire en su hogar es saludable para su familia. Asegúrese de hacer una prueba de radón en su hogar. Es fácil. Para saber más, llame al 866-528-3187. Proteja la salud y el bienestar de su familia. Haga la prueba de radón en su hogar. Eso es vivir de manera saludable y verde.
La prueba de ratón, la salud la protege. Hazlo verde, verde, verde.
La prueba de radón es fácil. Solo llame al 866-528-3187.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt. There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello? That's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Did you guys miss me? Of course you have. My name's Shandyman, and my quest to take down the Common Man continued as I tried to get into the studio and take the show by force. Unfortunately, there was a little bump in the road, and sadly it was caught on security cameras here in Hamilton. Excuse me, sir. Hello, I'm the Shandyman, online personality and overall spectacular guy. I'm fine. Anyways, I'm here to see the Common Man and take over his movie review show. Now, some say I'm going a little bit overboard with this and probably should pay attention more about my schoolwork or getting a life outside YouTube. But hey, people want to know about my opinion about the third Smurfs movie. I mean, forget about Hollywood divorces like Brad and Angelina. Oh no, the real tragedy is someone thinking they want to see another Smurfs movie, even though the other two were absolute dog. Look, the point is, you are gonna let me in. I'm so, I think you didn't quite hear me. I said, you are gonna let me into the studio. Oh, okay. Giving me the old silent treatment, huh? Well, two can play this game. What if I tell you I have a friend named Mr. George? Okay then, what if I tell you he has a stepbrother also named George? Okay, what if they decide to go into the future and make friends with Abraham Lincoln? Alright, fine. Here, have an entire wallet filled with credit cards and gift cards to GameStop. Fine, you win. But when you see the Common Man, tell him this. This war is far from over!
Hey dude, we're gonna be late for Cyclone Cinema. What's with all the bills in your neck?
I don't know, but that idiot's paying for snacks.
Just go to the other guy. I'm just gonna reevaluate my life.
It's a bird. It's a plane. No, wait. It's President Leith using a campus-owned private jet. This week with Due to the Camera, we go undercover and ask Cyclone students if they could have any superpower, what would it be and why? Stay tuned, folks.
Fact: if you have a suit and the camera people will answer any question you ask, this is Dude with a camera.
My name's Matt, and I have consent. If you could have any superpower, what would it be and why?
It would probably be super strength, because then I don't have to walk through or I can walk through walls, and I can get from one place to another faster.
Cool. If you could have any superpower, what would it be and why?
Mind reading, because I always want to know what people are thinking.
I knew you were going to say that.
I would say invisibility because, there's just certain situations that you just don't want to be seen.
I would not want to be seen.
Or heard.
Or heard. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. I like, being anonymous. Ooh. If you have any superpower, what would it be and why?
Deadpool.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be and why?
If I could have any superpower at all?
Yeah, any superpower at all.
I'd really want a superpower where if I was hungry, that whatever food I wanted was in my pocket.
Any super? That's okay.
You said any. That's not too left field, is it?
That's right where I want it. That's a line drive. Perfect. If you could have any superpower, what would it be and why?
The ability to blow things up. Because I like to blow things up.
So enough about your mom. Ha!
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Thank you. If you could have any superpower, what would it be and why?
I probably would want firepower just because if you mess with me, you play with fire, you mess with me,
Gonna get burned.
Yeah, gonna get burned.
Okay, can you elaborate on like firepower to be like, I've got the power of fire, where I can control fire, or I turn into fire, or you are fire, or
I am fire.
You are fire, aren't you? If you could have any superpower, what would it be and why?
I guess it would just be have like knowing where the closest like Wi-Fi signal was that's like unlocked.
Okay, that's useful. If you could have any superpower, what would it be and why?
I would be able to control my appearance so I can not constantly disappoint everyone who looks at me.
Finally, a superpower I like. I've heard so many superpowers. This man knows what's up. That's why he wears sunglasses inside. There is no other explanation. Isn't that right?
Yes, and because my laser beams would melt the camera.
Yeah, okay.
When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. He said, "Son."
Tune into the Midweek Roundup with me, your host, Michael Moreau.
I'm Jacob Lee.
We are going to talk about all sorts of things like baseball, or even debate the fact that the Vikings are going to finish third in the NFC North this year.
They're going to win the North again this year.
Tim Weeman, host of the Sound of the Storm.
Connor Ferguson.
Hunter Smith.
Talk about all college sports and NFL, MLB, and our Storm is definitely brewing.
I'm Blake Akery, and I'm the host of Sports View.
And I'm TJ Reed.
We talk college basketball and NBA.
And all things Iowa State.
Tim Weeman.
Patrick Stanek.
Hank Zimmerman.
Tune into the weekend pregame as we warm up the sports weekend ahead, including many segments with Pick'ems and Tim's Trivia.
I'm Taylor Mankel.
I'm Mary Rominger.
I'm Andrea Safar.
And I'm Joey Mullins.
And we talk a lot of different sports here, including
NHL and cyclone hockey.
World football.
American football.
basketball, and many other segments. Make sure to step into the Clone Zone.
I'm Michael Mainzer.
I'm Mary Rominger.
I'm Dylan Ryan.
And I'm Zach Williamson.
And this is Cyclone Talk. Listen in for live interviews and analysis from these guys.
Welcome back, everybody. So we're back and ready for Game of Thrones talk.
Yeah.
So ready.
It can't come soon enough, but it always seems like it's farther away.
It's but this season really is farther away though,
Yeah.
because winter is legit coming.
Winter is here.
Winter is
came.
literally
It's here.
coming, and so
It took 6 seasons.
we're
and
gonna
it's
have to delay
it's a little
filming.
bit of flurries, but
waiting up for that winter.
yeah.
It's here now. But what's exciting is Amelia Clark keeps posting pictures to Instagram, so we are getting behind the scenes look.
Just like Jon Snow wasn't behind the scenes in never mind.
Right, yeah, like he didn't get a haircut.
Yeah,
so it's good.
I'm
It's
just
good.
on the bill for nothing.
So if you get a haircut, you're doing it for a role, Abby?
Right.
Right.
Oh wait, just like how Sophie Turner's hair is still blonde.
Still
she will.
tatted up.
She's going to be on Game of Thrones still. I don't know why everybody's freaking out.
Nope.
She's Sansa Stark. She's gonna end up on the throne.
Nope.
But all right. But serious note, there will be spoiler alerts. So
Tons of them.
Major spoilers.
a ton of spoiler alerts. So
Hide your kids, hide your wives.
this is
we're
your
gonna talk about
warning
your
now.
kids.
If you don't want to find out what happened in season 6, or in any of the seasons, I'm sure we'll pull from any of them. You're spoiling everything. Sansa, simmer down.
Simmer down.
Simmer down, Sansa. All right. So
let's
what
get
what
started.
What do we want to start with? Battle of the Bastards.
Ooh.
That was a battle of all battles. We were waiting for that, and I was so pumped. Like, what? Okay.
Just think if Jon Snow would have actually died underneath the pile
Again?
of people. How like that? No, it'd be so anticlimactic because he'd die under all these people. He wouldn't like get up and fight. He'd just be kind of dead
You'd
under.
be like, wow. So okay. That's the way. He would have went out the first time was better. Went out like a champ.
Yeah, this time would have.
By the way, he's back. Don't know if y'all know he's back.
He's alive.
He's
Spoiler
alive.
alert. He's back.
So spoiler alert, he's alive. Spoiler alert,
not
Red
dead.
Woman. Spoiler alert, Red Woman's gone. And yeah, so that's where we're at.
Yeah.
Yeah, Red Woman is gone.
She's gone.
Like she's gone. Thanks for nothing.
She also like 1,500 years old. So.
Yeah, that was a really.
Creepy scene.
I
That
mean,
was
you
insane.
expect the kind of nudity in the show, but not that.
And what's hilarious is
No.
they put that in the first episode, never reference it again.
Nope.
Never touch it again.
Oh,
But wait,
like
can we talk about that one lady who was like another red woman in
Yeah.
Essos? She had the
That's
same
right.
Her and Varys are just like, yo, like,
Yeah.
you can whip me. No. You can outwit me. I know you're a eunuch.
Varys
Like,
very much so confuses me. I don't
I
know
like
that
him.
guy's agenda.
I like him.
I don't trust him.
You know what I like
You're
too?
not supposed to.
Littlefinger. I like those guys. They're very devious, but they play the game well. I like them. I don't care what you say. Your opinion is different than my opinion, and my opinion is
that's
right.
why we're having this show.
They're both kind of smaller men too.
They are.
In statue, they're not like big, beefy guys.
Big boned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
Moral of that is Annie prefers beefy men.
that's
think we
if you take
established
anything
that.
from this show.
Game
Annie
of Thrones,
prefers the
everyone.
beefy guys.
The beef. Where's the beef? Well, we'll find out.
She wouldn't get that reference though.
Yeah.
What is that?
All right, moving on.
We
did
got a
not
little
get
off
the
track.
reference.
We do. We got a little off track.
We gotta go back to the
sorry,
theories.
guys.
The battle.
We're just such good friends.
So let's move on to
We all love each other here.
the season finale.
Ugh.
Three
We're just gonna
big-
skip the whole season and go to the season finale.
Backtrack.
But I want to talk about these
This is
things.
Ames tonight. Nothing flows in the right way.
Not now.
So season finale, Cersei blows up King's Landing.
Yeah, with a creepy face too. She just was like cold woman against it.
She had it the whole time. She's had it. I think
She
she
went
had
all
it in her
mad
the whole time.
Well, and see, here's the thing about Cersei. She went through that like rough patch, like shame,
Yeah,
shame. Okay,
Shame.
and as cool as it was to see Cersei be put in her place, I was getting very sick of sad Cersei. That wasn't a fun Cersei.
Yeah.
I want Cersei that makes everything like life a living hell.
Makes things
like,
happen,
I
yeah.
love that about her.
But why didn't she even react when Tommen died?
I think she didn't care.
No,
she was done at that point.
It's her child.
No,
She
I know
didn't
that,
care.
but the theory, you remember the theory that came about that it was like the beginning of season 5 that all her children would die and
Wasn't
so
a
on and such. I
theory,
think
it was like a
or the prophecy or
prophecy.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think she maybe came to terms with it. Like, he's gonna die
I
eventually.
think maybe we'll see more of a reaction
Yeah.
in season 7 just because she's not really a lovely person, but
No.
when it comes down to it, her children were her life, and Jamie
That's true.
is her life. And we'll
Now,
see.
what do you think? Okay, first off, were you
Jamie's gonna be
surprised that
Jamie's
Tommen
gonna
did
be
it?
so mad,
and then
No, I'm
Jamie's
pitching-
bit.
Jamie did come back when she was getting
Like
Coming
crowned,
Queen,
yeah.
When she was getting crowned.
Yeah.
Jamie,
And
Breen
he
of
was
Tarth.
not.
Jamie, Breen of Tarth, forget Cersei, forget her.
He
Breen
wasn't
of Tarth.
happy with Cersei.
Who would be? I wouldn't be.
I really want.
Yeah, I mean all their children.
Yeah,
did,
but everybody now wants Brienne with Tormund. So.
Who?
Oh, the wildling.
Oh, yeah.
I like it.
Match made in
I thought
heaven.
Tommen. and I
Right.
was
Oh
like,
no.
He's dead.
He's dead.
He's very
he's
dead.
out of a
He's very
building.
dead.
He's gone.
Of a
Which,
castle, very high
By the
one.
way, Tommen's death, I think I would rank it one of the most beautifully shot deaths on Game of Thrones.
Didn't they say that he had to shoot it like 30 times
Yeah.
and by the end of it his
Jumping
face
dead.
started hurting?
Like he just
He
like the way they
headshot,
framed
yeah.
it like I don't want to get geeky about it, but like they framed it up.
Here comes the nerd in Laurel.
But like you know it's coming. The way they frame it up, and he walks in the shot. It's like silent.
I didn't know it was coming, but I'm like, wait, what's going on?
I didn't know it was coming either.
Yeah.
I was totally.
And then he
just
walked
taken
out
back
the
by
door,
that.
and and then it was done, and
You're like, well.
I was like,
long
I don't
live the
like
king.
Tommen, so it's.
No, he was a pushover. It was one way or another.
Yeah, I know. Unpopular
He was
opinion.
so cute and so innocent.
I thought he was gonna die since the first
He was like
episode of that season.
Sansa like pre-Ramsey Sansa.
Sansa
Just
pre-Ramsey was
innocent.
annoying.
Just innocent though.
Do you think Joffrey would like me? Like, who cares?
Well, she wanted a certain life for herself. She wanted to be the princess, and that clouded her judgment. Looking back at that, I wish I wouldn't have been so hard on her character. Because I felt the same way. I thought her character was really annoying.
Yes.
But now Sansa is one of my favorite characters because she's taken over.
Yeah.
She's
Playing
gonna
the
give
game.
Dany a run for her money.
She saved Jon Snow.
Speaking of, are we gonna bring up Dany, who took 6 seasons to finally do this?
You know
I'm
what?
going.
They
I
had
told
to
you I'm
get
going.
Those people on a boat.
Still on?
Y'all got boats?
I feel like
I got
She
an
was
agenda.
waiting for Yara to come hit on her and get some boats.
That's right. I forgot about that. That's right. So your muse sail away, come sail away. All right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that, but yeah, that's right. That's an alliance.
She was waiting for that to happen.
Speaking of alliances, do you think there's going to be a
Targaryen,
Targaryen, Lannister, Snow, Stark?
Well, he's not a Snow now, is he?
He's like
Technically, he's been put as to be. He technically is, but he's been called a Stark, though.
No, not to be determined.
At the
because
end.
HBO confirmed it.
What?
Yeah, they're the ones who sent out.
Hot take.
They sent out. Okay, HBO sent out the like infographic that had all of the different family trees on it, and it had Jon Snow connected to Targaryen, and his mother being a Stark, so he's a Stark Targaryen.
Yes. I believe that.
And that is
but,
true.
But that's the whole theory is, when we found that out
So
too,
R
is.
plus L equals J is real.
Yes. It's
Well, I mean.
Cross that theory.
I told you. I
Thank
told
God.
you. This isn't a fan theory. This is confirmed.
Now everyone, I think that was the big one that George R.R. Martin, God bless him, he said the fans had figured out one big theory, and I think that was it for sure. They're like, yeah, they got us. Yeah. And it was good. I just like how they built up to it.
Yep.
And it's like,
Literally
okay, we all knew it
built
was coming.
Through a tower scene up.
In flashbacks of some Bran here and there, and then
Bran really confuses me. Like, I'm not sure what the third-eyed raven is just yet.
I just think that it's cool the White Walkers are in that. I'm like, dang, that's why I get excited for his stuff. Other than that, I'm like, what is he gonna complain about now? What? Why?
Well,
Just go.
there's
Yeah.
a theory with Bran that he wars into one of Dany's dragons. So
that's not gonna happen.
Since he's
I don't know.
This is according to the theory that he
No.
is now getting powerful as the third-eyed raven, and he's going to harbor all of the strength into becoming one of the
There's also theories about him screwing up a lot of things, doing his little tricks like he did with Hodor.
Well, that
And
sounds
like
about right.
later on, yeah.
It's Bran Stark.
And
you
it
know,
wasn't
you can't
like he
expect
wasn't
much.
prepared for that position, and then.
Speaking of Starks, can Rickon Stark just like run in like a
zigzag
zigzag?
pattern? Okay, you know what? Since we're on Rickon, why don't we go through the list of people who
Rickon's dead.
All right, here we go.
Spoiler alert.
This is a long list, so hold on.
And I'm sure this isn't even.
This
including a
might
bunch
not
of
even be a
people.
complete list, but
This
it's
is just
there's a lot on here.
Yeah,
All
only
right.
season 6.
This is just season 6. Hodor,
Ah.
Loras Tyrell, Marjorie Tyrell, Grandmeister Pycelle, Rickon Stark, that all like rhymed. Rickon Stark, Tommen Baratheon, Ramsay Bolton, hold on for this, Roose Bolton and his wife and his baby son,
Thanks to Ramsey.
Alistair Thorne, Ollie, Walder Frey, Shaggy Dog, Summer, the High Sparrow, the Blackfish, Leaf, Walder Frey and son, Balon Greyjoy, Lady Crane, Mace Tyrell, the Waif?
Oh, yeah.
Is
Oh, yeah,
the girl
Arya
no
killed the
name.
waif.
Yes.
Yup.
Lothar Frey, Black Walder Rivers, Brother Lancel Lannister,
Dang.
Lem Lemoncloak,
I'll wait for the last one.
Brother Ray, Three-Eyed Raven, Asha the Giant, yeah, Doran Martell, and
Don't remind me.
all right,
Come on.
Woon Weg One Dar One.
Pretty much.
That's the giant.
That's the giant.
He has a name. Respect the dead, would you?
So let's go through some of these. Obviously, R.I.P. Hodor. I'm really
That was
torn up
sad.
about that one.
That took
Game
me-
of Thrones, I've never. I mean, there are a couple scenes that have made me cry, but like Hodor actually like got me.
Can we say one thing about deaths though? Arya Stark killing the Frey brothers and putting them in a cake.
Yes.
And then making their dad eat it.
their
It's like Eric
body
Cartman made you
cake.
eat your parents kind of stuff. That's sick.
That
was
you know,
awesome.
but it's a real good turning point for her because now she's gonna head back to Westeros and rule with her siblings and just dominate. It's gonna be great.
She's terrifying though. She's
but she's gone through a lot. Like you gotta admit,
she's gone
like
through a
it's
lot, but she's also kind of gone like full. She's gone full psychopath.
full
now.
crazy.
Yeah,
It's
full
okay.
crazy.
And maybe that's. I think
feel
that's.
like it's okay.
Yeah, I think it's okay. I think that
crazy
was
like
what the Faceless Man was maybe trying to do. I don't think he's such a good guy. I think that's maybe. Yeah, now you pass the test. You're the girl with a name or whatever. The girl with the name.
Arya is a girl
with a name.
Precisely.
Yep.
Repeated what I said.
So Megan and I had been talking about this one. I think it's an interesting take, and I agree with it now that I have had time to think about it. Marjorie Terrell is alive.
I don't think
How?
she's dead. I don't think she's dead.
Right. Okay. Initially, Annie, I felt the same way. I was like, how she blew up.
It's okay.
But
She
she's
did blow to smithereens.
We don't know that.
We
We
didn't see the
see her
smithereens.
body. We never saw officially everyone
A
that
full
died.
church.
For all we know,
a full church came
some of
down
those
on
people
top
on that
of her.
list may or may not actually be dead. I think the High Sparrow is dead because you saw him getting incinerated. But
She was standing right next to him. How could she have not been incinerated
I
if
just
he
feel
was
like
incinerated?
she's too big of a character for them to kill off.
but that's what I said about Robb
that.
Stark,
I
and
think-
he's dead.
Well, that was a different way he died, though.
That was
it
a
was
storyline
a
plot. But
way-
I think
But Marjorie,
But
dying
Marjorie
like that,
was too smart of a character to die like that. And
It-
yes,
but
she
she-
figured out that it
yeah.
was gonna blow up. She figured it out right before it happened, and they blocked the doors. Everybody died. Okay, I get that, but
Which means she's dead. You just said everybody died. So she's dead.
she's not dead. I refuse
the
to
majority
believe
of people
I
died. We don't know that
refuse to
every
believe
single person died.
that she died.
we'll just have to wait. And
They
see
blew up
on
like
that.
the whole block. Okay, think about it like
The
if you
whole
blo-
block.
if you- yeah, a block. They have medieval blocks.
Yes, I know, but were you?
Yeah, they blow up a block here. You'd be dead. You'd be incinerated.
But there's always a
We-
small
Have a building fall
for
on
devil's
you.
advocate.
How?
A building fall? What building's gonna?
Okay, how exactly is some red witch supposed to make
Okay,
you
there-
live
so
again
that's
You know,
if
Glass
you're blown up?
came back to life, so I don't want to hear it. All right.
But he had a body to come back to. If you're blown up, you don't have a body to come back to. You're not gonna. That's gross.
I don't know. I
God.
just think the way they. And if she is really dead,
It's possible.
I'm
I'd put it
disappointed
there.
in the writers for killing her off that way because I
Well,
think
because it's a cruel way to do it, and they haven't always they don't owe us anything. They've killed
they've
done this to
killed
everything.
everybody. They've
Okay.
killed a lot of people in a cruel way. I just think her character was way too good to go out that way.
But there's no more Baratheons for her to marry.
That's true.
She's gone through them, except for that half one. The swordsman guy. What's his name?
Gendry.
Gendry. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I wonder what
the
happened
secret
to him.
Baratheon.
He just kind of
I
went
think
away.
he's gonna come back. He just started rowing in a boat.
He goes,
and,
man, forget it. I'm gonna.
He didn't know how to row a boat.
let's
That's
ship
how we
him.
know he's
Let's
dead.
ship him.
He clearly
Ship
didn't.
him.
Let's ship him.
Marjorie and
Ship him
Ship him
back
off
in.
to Danny.
There were some.
She'll make a man
Baratheon
out of him.
Theories, but I don't know. Make a man out of him.
All right.
Danny, let's move on to
Like I said.
Tyrion being
The
I
queen
thought
of the or the hand of the queen.
He
No,
actually
no,
got to
no.
her.
well.
He's got to be a
no,
Targaryen.
but- Yeah,
I'm gonna say
that's
it.
what I was.
Tyrion is a
Tyrion.
target.
Oh,
No.
Tyrion being a Targaryen.
Yes, that's what
He's
I.
gonna be
Oh.
half and half.
That
because
theory
he's
'cause
talking
of
to
the dragons?
Yes, I thought that
And
way
how
back when he got
he
there.
used
I'm
to
like,
dream about dragons and flying on them and stuff like that. I feel like that
I
would
think he is.
overcome his.
Because when
Yeah.
when he went downstairs, wherever the dragons were chained up. Okay, it was a little too easy. He was scared to high hell, but it worked
Yeah.
out and everything. I don't think. I mean, maybe somebody doesn't have the guts to do it, but I don't think they would have reacted to him unless something was going on,
But
like they did.
when he killed his father, he did say, "I'm no son of yours."
There's little
And
hints.
also, George R.R. Martin does describe him as in the books as having lighter hair and
Mhm.
also doesn't look like Jaime or Cersei. But to be
Doesn't.
fair, they're twins. And
That's fair.
That's another
They're
thing,
twins
but-
that love each other
Yeah, it's
They
another.
really love each
So can we
Yeah.
expect another one of those Cersei, Jamie in the funeral chamber things again?
Oh God, that was bad.
Oh no.
That was
Ooh.
bad. Given the context.
Another one of their
given the-
children has died, and see what happens.
Well,
Yeah, I hope
I'm
not.
pretty sure he's pissed.
No, I don't think that's gonna
Yeah,
happen. He's pretty mad.
He goes, you know what? I don't
He's
care who
not
you are.
happy
Because the
with
last one
Cersei
wasn't
at
like an anger one.
Well,
either.
It's true.
Yeah.
That last round.
That
But-
last round.
The last
you know,
round
actually, they
between
blew it
Cersei
up,
and
didn't they?
Jamie.
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
they
blew
blew
it
it
up. Won't happen. Quash that theory. Thank you.
Let's talk about Ramsay Bolton before
Oh, he's dead. He's so
before
dead.
his unfortunate death, or fortunate,
I-
depending on how you want to look at
Talk
it.
about it.
Pretty
He
fortunate.
got mauled by his
but
own dog.
let's
He's
talk
so
about
dead.
his people.
Own dogs, not just some
The dogs
were
he
his
starved.
dogs. Yeah.
So he's
Right.
done a lot of terrible things, obviously, with
He's sick. and
with
kinda funny,
Theon.
but
He
sick.
tortured Theon.
Sansa.
Sansa, I'm getting there.
Sorry.
Sansa, he tortured
Was there
Sansa.
even a reek before?
Was there a reek before Theon?
Yeah. Wasn't there like another reek?
Probably.
Like his
Like the real reek, and then they made him into the next reek and made himself call himself
there
reek.
was something. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something a lot like he's done that with others.
Yeah.
Let
I
me
think I
tell
remember
you,
calling
I was on a very long flight and got very well acquainted with season 5 of Game of Thrones.
Oh Lord. You can't go anywhere after that.
Yeah. So, but Theon, so Theon, Sansa, obviously he killed his dad.
Well, and then
his stepmother,
the other
half-brother.
I can't think of his name. right now.
Rickon.
Rickon, and then Rickon. Who was the woman that was with him? She tried to
Asha.
seduce him.
Asha, he killed Asha, which that scene was also, I was kind of choked up about. I liked Asha.
How many dire wolves do we have left?
Like one or two, yeah.
We have two. We don't know where Arya's is.
Yeah.
Arya set her free in season 1.
Yeah.
So
And then-
could be alive, could not be alive.
Ghost.
Where's Ghost? Where's Ghost been? He has been like
Ghost and
MIA.
another one, and then
No. It's
Oh, it's
Ghost
just
and,
Ghost.
and Arya's.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Arya's,
Oh,
yeah.
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 I don't remember her
But-
name.
So those two.
That's it.
Those are the only dire wolves.
I know. I want them all to come back.
Every time.
I have such a heart. I have like such
died
a soft spot in my heart for dire wolves.
Yes. Okay, we were not going to talk about Daenerys.
Sorry.
What do you think Daenerys is going to do?
I know, we keep rounding
We're
away
just
from
gonna go around
Daenerys.
it?
She's like
The girl burned down a whole
the biggest point in the whole show, and she's finally on her way to Westeros.
Just, guys, I've been trying to do this forever, and I've been trying to do sit-ups and get in shape and go to Westeros.
Yeah.
Really?
And I'm finally here.
I see.
Or she's about to be, anyway. She's on a boat. She's on a boat.
The question is, how big will her dragons be when she gets there? Because they keep growing, and dragons in Game of Thrones technically keep growing for their entire life.
So
Well,
what? they're bigger
Drogon
than-
will be massive.
Massive.
The other two are obviously smaller.
But they'll still be big.
But they'll be big.
Relatively.
They will not be like Drogon though.
Can I say it? Dracarys.
You couldn't wait.
No.
She couldn't wait. She's been waiting the whole segment.
I've been
for
waiting
that.
the whole day for this.
Unfortunately, we were supposed to have a dragon here tonight, but
He called in sick.
He
or
called in
had
sick.
work or
He
what-
was
he
unhappy.
Lied. He lied.
In the words of his owner, he was
unhappy.
unhappy.
He's having
Didn't
one of
make
those
it.
days.
He's having one of those days. Poor George.
One of those dragon days.
It's alright.
But yeah, so Dany, I mean, personally, I think she's going to take over and just rule them all. She will end up
I
on
think
the
so
Iron
too.
Throne.
I
She'll
think it's
end
gonna
up-
happen.
I think there's gonna be a huge alliance between everyone, and that's.
But the question is,
Everyone's just gonna be friends with you.
Everyone's just gonna be happy, and they're all gonna end up on a throne
Yeah.
together. They're just gonna share it.
who's
'Cause
gonna
we're all
share it with Dany? Who's she gonna marry? Like
John.
John.
You think so?
Incest.
Yeah. Well, see, the only thing I have with that though is she's not into the incest.
No.
She's
into the hot men.
She's into Dario, which come on,
it's
Dany, you made
self-explanatory
a wrong
why she's
choice.
into Dario. Everyone's into Dario.
Nah.
I think you are.
Okay, but are you into season 4 Dario or season 5 Dario?
Okay, let me just say this. They made the right change for the character development they were gonna do. The other guy was more of a pretty boy, I feel like, but this guy was more of like he had the looks, but he also had like everything else to back it up.
Yeah,
like,
he had
the
some
skill. He was like
His and Dario is
attitude.
kind of, I don't want to say sassy, that's not the right word, but you know, he has some attitude about him that's really good.
Yeah, that's
That's
swagger
fun,
attitude.
But
I agree.
do you guys have any other wrapping up thoughts for theories and whatnot?
Let me
Jon
think.
Snow is a Jedi. Thank you.
He's a Jedi. All right.
All right. I think we should just close on that.
No.
On that note.
On that note, he's a Jedi. Jon Snow, you heard it here first, is a Jedi.
Breaking news.
Breaking news from Ames tonight.
Yeah, and Daenerys is going to come in and actually steal Rey's job, and it's going to be one massive crossover that you weren't ready for.
Or that we've been ready for 6 seasons.
Oh, all right.
Or
Well,
7
All right,
movies.
and on that note,
And on that note, that
it's
is
been lit.
It's been lit. It's been cool and fun here at the Game of Thrones time.
Game of
Game of Thrones time.
That's all we have
That's all we
for
got.
your Game of Thrones recap.
And Ames tonight.
And Ames tonight.
Have a good night, guys.
Have a great